Welcome back and going straight across to the National General Secretary of the BJP, Mr. Ram Madhav, joining us. Ram Madhav ji, namaste. Thank you so much for taking the time out. What's the focus in lockdown 4? The contours are coming to shape. Are you enthused? Do you see this as an opportunity or a crisis?
Lockdown 4 is more about containment zones. We have to restrict the activity in containment zones more. Rest of the country has to now return gradually but certainly to the economic activity. We have already experienced almost 2-month long lockdown. It is time we started opening up our economic activity quickly or in a gradual manner. Towards that, the government has already announced a package which has been announced in 4 successive press conferences by Finance Minister until yesterday morning. So that is going to be the focus. Containment zones will be the focus as far as the healthcare issues are concerned, corona issues are concerned, and economy will be the focus for rest of the country. Incidentally, the migrant labor issue is also slowly coming to an end. Unfortunately, lot of migrant workers have faced difficulties, but now even that phase is slowly coming to an end.
But Mr. Ram Madhav, I was just in conversation with Mr. Javed Akhtar, and Mr. Javed Akhtar believes that not enough has been done by the ruling disposition towards the cause of the migrants. Why are thousands, in fact crores of people walking back home or being stuffed in buses and going back home was his concern. Why wasn't at least 7,000 to 8,000 rupees put in everybody's pocket? Is what his belief is, that enough has not been done. How would you want to respond to that? Or would you want to respond to that?
Firstly, it's not in crores. If Mr. Javed Akhtar is saying it is in crores, he should correct himself. It's not in crores. If definitely in tens of thousands it happened. You must remember one thing, that in India we have close to 14 crore migrant workers. Not all have started off for their home states or home districts. A section of them have definitely left their places and started moving towards their districts. Initially, there were issues. Prime Minister had, with folded hands, apologized to them for the difficulty that they had to endure, because keeping the larger good of the nation in mind, we had to impose certain immediate restrictions. The first lockdown was announced in a very short time. So there were some sections which faced some difficulty, but subsequently we have made arrangements for all of them to return to their villages. People like Javed Akhtar and others would have done greater service to the migrants if they had encouraged them not to undertake this hazardous travel rather than criticizing the government. And all of us, the central government and state governments, respective states, have also taken steps to ensure that these labours reach their villages. There is this threat of containment, threat of virus spreading. So containment issues were there, and large number of thousands of them coming. Then you needed to create facilities for their quarantine. All that needed some time. So that is why, although it got delayed, everything is taken care of. As far as their livelihood questions are concerned, concerned states, whether it is UP or Bihar or Assam, all these states which were the recipients of these migrant labor, they have already given money to these people. They have given, some states give 1,000 to 5,000 rupees has been given to them. Plus Prime Minister's, Government of India's different schemes have provided them rations, provided them with 500 rupees per every woman. Certain amount of help has been extended. And now the financial proposals that were announced by Honorable Finance Minister until yesterday contained a lot of measures to help them when they return to their villages. We are taking care of their livelihood, we are taking care of their food needs, we are taking care of their general well-being.
So is enough being done? Because the opposition believes that is not being done. You look at Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi raising issues, saying that the Congress will provide buses in Uttar Pradesh. They come out and say Rahul Gandhi has been speaking to migrants and trying to arrange their passage back. So have overall the opposition been constructive or obstructive? Because Mr. JP Nadda has also made some comments to that effect, saying that opposition governments are being a little obstructive at troubling the BJP.
No, look at the way Congress leadership is behaving. It is in their states that central government gets least cooperation, whether it is Maharashtra or it is Rajasthan. Migrant labor originates from these states in large numbers, especially from Maharashtra. I mean, if we were to make it a political discourse, I would ask Congress leadership, what have you done in Maharashtra for these people? Now, you are blaming center, but it is your state government. Primary responsibility rests on you. What have you done? But it's not my intention to initiate a political, tutu mai over a very humanitarian concern for all of us. Now, about the buses in UP. UP has provided thousands of buses for all migrants, not only those who are coming into UP, those who are going out of UP into Bihar or into Haryana. Even for them, UP government has arranged buses. And today news has come out that in Rajasthan, police have forcefully dumped migrants into trucks and pushed them towards Uttar Pradesh. One of the trucks that has met with an accident and many people, about 20 to 23 people lost their lives, was supposed to have originated from Rajasthan, where the allegation is that the police has forcefully pushed them into the trucks. Now, should we start a political tutumai with Congress over this? We all should be genuinely concerned about the well-being of these laborers, which we are fully concerned. We are taking care of them. Why was Manrega enhanced to cover 300 crore man-days? It is only to take care of the livelihood needs of these people, these migrant workers, when they return to their villages. Maybe they will stay back in their villages for next 3-4 months. That's the reason why government has enhanced Manrega availability to all these people. All these are measures which will help take care of the livelihood needs of these people.
Right. Now, this is at a time, I need to ask you this, I have limited time, so 2 questions which come your way. One is, we've just got information that the ISI and Pakistan is busy activating a certain level of social disharmony via social media and false propaganda, sending in deep fakes. Now, there are 11 teams with 50 members each. 550 people have been tasked with this, and some of this happened during the COVID times when videos were circulating where a certain community was projected as if deliberately trying to spread the virus. These were all fakes. These were all created. We also saw, I saw Dr. Jitendra Singh push out a video which says that this is a railway video which is from Bangladesh, which is 3-4 years old, which is being put as this is what is having the status of railways. So how are you going to respond to that? Is the party taking cognizance? Is there work that is happening? Because there's also a certain level of strategy that you're involved in.
No, it is already known to concerned circles in the government that Pakistan, especially their intelligence agency ISI, is indulging in all sorts of dirty tricks to foment communal trouble in India. I mean, to create a gulf between Hindus and Muslims here, but also to create a lot of negative image about India globally, abroad in other countries. You know, Anand, I don't know if you have noticed it. One group that has been very active through this coronavirus, we are all confined to our houses, but one group which is very active through this corona times is the terrorists, whether it is ISIS, or it is ISA-sponsored Taliban in Afghanistan, or the ISA-sponsored terrorists in Kashmir Valley. They are very busy, undertaking terror activities, killing people, innocent people, all these things. So this extension of it is spreading misinformation, running fake handles. You remember there was a lot of, propaganda about Islamophobia in India. When we studied the pattern, we realized that half the handles are either fake or with duplicitous, they originated from Pakistan and other places. So it is a concerted effort by Pakistan's intelligence agency to foment trouble in India.
What is the threshold level that the party is ready for in terms of the total number of cases in India? Because as we move into lockdown 4, easing of norms and beyond the containment zones of activity resuming, we are also seeing a huge spike in cases. We are nearing 1 lakh cases across the country. My final question to you, Ram Madhavji.
Look, cases are rising, but we are still managing it quite well in terms of containing. I mean, if you look at the ratio of number of tests to number of positive cases, we are still at a very low level. Similarly, if you look at the, I mean, even if single person dies, it is a very sad thing. But in terms of mortality rates also, we are still very low. It shows that our healthcare establishment, our COVID management establishment that we have put in place is effective enough to tackle it, and we hope that we will be able to plateau this curve. We won't let it grow in any exponential way. We will be able to plateau it. It is bound to be there, as WHO itself has said. This virus is bound to be there for some more time. We are prepared to tackle it.
Ram Madhavji, thank you very much for taking the time out to speak to us here at CNN News 18. Look forward to speaking with you a little more in the days to come. Thank you very much. With that, it's a wrap of this newscast. Stay with us here on CNN News 18.